Hello, welcome back. In our last lecture, we looked at how to set up our development environment by installing the WAMP server and our text editor. So after your installation, you're going to have your WAMP installed icon. So you double click it. So this is how we start our server. So then click yes. You're going to see an icon down here. This is was all service running. If you click on the green icon, sometimes it might start with a red and then turns to orange before turning green. So when it turns green, it means your WAMP server for hosting your website is on. So your website is hosted locally on your computer. We'll be looking at more, we'll go into more details on the WAMP server when we start doing PHP. Because PHP is a server-side language. If you have a server running on your computer, you can run PHP. But that's for level 3, that's the intermediate. But from the beginner's level, since this is a continuous course, I want you to get your development environment ready and set from the beginning to the end so that you will not have any problem as we advance. So our server is on. We can now host our website locally on our computer. So with the WAMP, it stores, it gives you a repository where you store all your websites. So when you come back to your C drive, you find a folder called WAMP64. It might be WAMP, it might be WAMP64, but whatever way it is, you find a folder called WAMP64 or WAMP. So just double click the folder and you find that folder called, ignore all these folders, you find this is the most important folder that we need. You find a folder called www. So you open the www folder. I already have a lot of projects running on my server. So I'm a developer, so definitely have a lot of projects running on my server. So you might have an empty www folder. So you create a new folder. Let's call it coding. So in this coding folder, that's where all our websites will be hosted. In the www folder, with a folder called coding. So this way we're going to store all our websites which will be hosted locally on our computer. So double click on the folder. So coming to the folder is empty. And then once you have the bracket installed, you can right click on the coding folder and select open as bracket project. So it automatically launches your text editor. Give it a few seconds. There we go. We have our coding project on the left side. So what this means is all the codes that will be written in our text editor will automatically be stored in our coding project. So let's create a new file. So you come to file and then new. You can see a file has been created with the number 1, but it's untitled. So let's save the file. You can just come to file and save. But I normally prefer using a shortcut Ctrl S save. And you can see it brings us back to the coding folder. So you save our first file as index.html. We are writing HTML code, so we add a .html extension at the end of the file. If it's an mp3 file, you add a mp3 or /mp4. That's an audio or video file. If you are doing it's a software, it sends you the .exe, as for Windows extension. But this one, this an HTML file. So we added .html as its extension. So when the browser takes up the code and retrieves it to do that so when the server picks up the file, the server will know that okay, this is an HTML file, and to know how to render it on the web browser. So let's click on save. And you can see we have our index.html in our coding folder. So when you come to your coding folder, you can see what you now have your index file inside the coding folder. Okay, so once this is done, you can start writing some codes. Okay, so the first thing we are going to look at is what creating our HTML file. Okay, so the step one, you create a folder, name the folder code inside the .w folder. Step 2, right click on the folder and select open with brackets project from the menu. And then step 3, create a new file and save it as index.html. And step 4, type some HTML codes. So let's type some codes. Okay, so a lot of people get to ask me this question a lot. Non-developers ask we the developers, what is coding? What is coding? They normally hear the term coding. Actually, the coding is just like you writing a letter, or there's any language that you find in the world. French language, English language, German language. So when someone is writing German language, there are certain characters that you might see in a German language which one was find in an English language. The same way when someone is writing let's say there are certain languages that they have their own, even though they are all using the same English. If someone is writing French, you can see that this French, but then that same alphabet will be found in an English language. But there are certain advanced languages like the Germans and those Dutches. There are certain particular characters in their alphabet which are not found in the English language. So that's the coding. So when I'm writing HTML, I use the alphabets, let me put it that way, in writing my codes. So that's what we term as coding. It's just like writing a normal English, but then the character that you use in writing your English, that's what we refer to as coding. So you're going to write down some HTML codes and run and display them in our browser and see how it works. Okay, so on our line 1, we do what we call doctor declaration. Don't worry, I will explain all these codes to you, but for the beginners level, let's put this code in our HTML file and let's see how it appears in the web browser. So we start with your HTML doctor declaration. So you have your less than, you can button it a little. You have your less than, exclamation, you do your doc type. Doc type is HTML. You close. You come to your next line. You can see the line number you see to me automatically. You do your open HTML tag, and then automatically gives you your closing tag. The text editor knows that once you create your opening tag, the text editor automatically gives you your closing tag. But for beginners, you have to type it there yourself so that you get more understanding of it, but it will still do it automatically. And then inside our HTML tag, we put in our head tag. But first of all, let's add the attribute of the HTML to it. Once again, I will explain all these codes to you, what I mean by attributes. I will explain all this to you. So the attribute is we're adding a language attribute to our HTML, and we are setting it to what? English. So when the browser picks up this code and is interpreting this code, it knows that okay, this particular language written in this HTML code is an English language. So if I'm doing French, I think French is somewhat thing, FR also, Yeah, so I'm doing English, so I'm putting EN as the language. And then I put in my head tag. Then inside my head tag, I have my title tag. Then inside my title tag. Sorry, after my title tag, I put in my title, the title of my page. So let's say a simple. I think I have to make it bolder so you can see it well. A simple website. I think normally we put a title on the same line for simplicity. And then after the head tag, I now build my body tag. Okay, so the body tag, everything you see on a website comes inside the body tag. So this is what actually appears on the web page. So what should we put up for this? First of all, let's put in the paragraph tag, which is a P tag. And we say hello world, welcome to my first website. Stop. Then you save. I'm using Ctrl S to save, or you can still come to file and then save. Ctrl S is the shorter way. Okay, so once you save your codes inside your HTML file, you then run it in the browser to see how your website looks like. And the simplest way you can do it, you can come to your file, the coding file, and just open the index file, or you can still use inside the bracket editor. You have a light box here which you can just live preview, which can, when you click on it, welcome to a live preview. Okay, so okay. It then opens up your web page for you. So here we go. So congratulations, you designed your first website using HTML. It's quite simple, huh? Yeah, so this is just a website saying hello world, welcome to my first website. Okay, so in our next lecture we are going to look at the HTML tags and elements. So then I'll explain all these tags and what it does to you. Alright, thank you once again. See you in the next lecture.